Hey folks, Michael Warren here from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play Deuce on guitar by Kiss. This is a great song for beginners to intermediate players to practice different guitar riffs and solos. Now they're tuned to E flat, so just tune each string down a semitone. I'll leave my guitar in standard E tuning. Don't forget, if you like this lesson, to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Songs and lessons uploaded weekly. If you're having any problems with the song, leave a comment and let me know how you go with this one. So let's get into it. So we'll start with all the rhythm parts and then we'll look at all the solo bits at the end. So we're going to start playing the open A string, 14th fret on the D and the G, and we do that 2 times. And then play open A string, 16th fret on the D string, still the 14 on the G. Back to O, 14 and 14, O, 16 and 14, O, 14 and 14. So slowly. Then play the open A string again, and then come back to the 10th fret on the A and the D, play both of them. Then play it again and hammer onto the 12th fret just on the A. And then play 10 and 10 on the D and the G. So. Then come up to the 12th fret A and D, play that. Play it again and just hammer onto the 14 on the A string. And then play 12 and 12 on the D and the G. Then we're going to play 14 on the D, 12 on the G, pull off back to 12, and then 14 on the A. So let me do that whole part slowly for you. It's a little confusing, but once you've done it a few times, it's not too bad. So. Then we do that first part again with the 14s. Open A, 10th fret on the D, the A and the D. Play it again, hammer onto 12 just on the A, and then finish on the 10 on the D and the G. So it's the same as the first part of the lick, we're just not going back to the 12. So let me play that first part up to speed for you now. Then from there we're going to start on the 5th fret, and we're going to call this riff 1 because he plays this a fair bit in the song. So 5th fret on the A and the D, then come up to the 7th fret on the A and the D and do that 3 times. Then we're going to bar the 5th fret on the D and the G, but just play the G string 5th fret 2 times. Then play the 5th fret D and G, then the 7th fret D and G, and then we're just going to play the 5th fret on the G again, and then play the 5th fret on the D and the G. So slowly. And then just play the 5 and a 5, D and G, 7, D and G, back to 5, D and G, 7, A and D, and 5, A and D. So it's got that little pickup in there that we want to get as well. So let's do that whole part slowly. Then when we go back, we're finished on the 5, so we just go straight back to the 7 3 times again. And we repeat that riff 4 times. Let me do that up to speed for you. Now when you're doing that riff as well, when we're jumping to the 5s, doing up, up, down, down on the double 5 on the D and the G, do it down on the 7s, and then do an up on the single 5 and a down on the double 5. So down and then up, down. And that should help get that little jump in there that he does, and that's riff 1. And then from there we go straight into the verse. So before that, let me put that whole intro together for you. And then we're going to go to this A power chord. We're going to play the open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G, and the 5th fret on the B and the E. Then just come up to a C power chord, 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D and the G. And then move up 2 frets to a D power chord, 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the D and the G. And then go back to our starting riff again, starting on the 5s. And then we're going to do that all again, starting on the A, to the C, to the D, our riff. And then to finish the verse off, we're going to play that A again, the C, the D, go back to the C, and then finish just on the A, open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G. And that's our verse there, so it's not too hard once you've got that first riff down. So we play that for you. That's our verse there, and from there we go into our chorus. Now our chorus is really easy. We're just going to start on the 3rd fret on the A string, play that, then play it again, and then 4, 5 on the A, and then on the E string, 3, 4, 5, and then the open. And we do that 2 times, so that's pretty easy. Let's do that up to speed. And again. Then we're just going to finish on an F R chord there, so 1st fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the A and the D, 2nd fret on the G, 1st fret on the B and the E. Then we're going to come up to the G power chord, so 3rd fret on the E string, 5th fret on the A and the D, and just do that 3 times. And that's our chorus, so we play that for you. And then from there we're just going back to riff 1 again, and we do that 4 times. Then we go back to the verse, we do that exactly the same as before. The chorus again, and we do that the same. Back to riff 1, but this time we do it 8 times. Then the chorus again. We do the intro again after that. So that's all exactly the same. And then we go back to riff 1 till the end, and we just keep playing that over and over again. Now remember, we only put that 5 at the start. When we get to the end, we've ended on the 5 again. So ended on that 5, so don't play it again, then go back to the 7s. And that's the way we finish the song off there. So that's all the rhythm parts to the song. The only really tricky bit is getting that little pick-up bit on the 5th fret on the D and the G there. The rest of it's not too bad. Once you've got that, you'll be right. So now let's have a look at the solos. So our first little fill's pretty easy. We're just going to start with the bend up on the 7th fret on the G string and let it come down. And then just do 7, pull off to 5 on the G. And then he holds that all the way through and does a slide up and back down again to get ready for the next sort of fill that's over the verses. Let's do that up to speed. It's pretty easy. Then you're going to play the A power chord, so open A string, second fret on the D and the G. He's going to do these octave chords. He's going to play the second fret on the D string, the fifth fret on the B string, then move up 2 frets to 4 and 7, and then move up 1 fret, 5 and 8. Then he does a bend again on the 7th fret on the G string. Then we're going to play the 8th fret on the B string there. So we do 3, another 2, and another 3. Then we do the bend on the 7G again, and then do the 8s again. And then just repeat that whole section twice. Let's do that up to speed. Starting from the A, we're repeating twice. So. And do that through 2 times, and the last time we just play the A power chord, 2 on the D, 5 on the B, so same as the octave chords before, 4 and 7, 5 and 8, and then just finish on the A there. So let me do one through that first part and then just finish it off there. So. So that's the solo through the verse. Now let's have a look at the main solo. Let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So we're going to start again with the bend on the G string on the 7th fret, but we're also going to hold the 5th fret on the B string, and we're going to do 4 bends. Then the last one, the 4th one, we're just going to do bends and releases. And then we do a bend on just the 7G, play the 5E, do that again, 7, 5, 7, and then we're just going to do a trill between 7 and 5. So we play the 7, pull off to the 5, hammer back onto the 7, and we just repeat that. And that's just a trill there, and we do that 2 times, so slowly. I do that through again, and then we come up to the 10th fret on the B string, 12th fret on the G, 10 on the B. Then we're going to do 4 bends on the 12th fret on the E. 3 bends, and then the 4th one do a release, let it come back down again. 10, pull off the 8 on the E, 10 on the B, back to the 8 on the E, hammer onto 10, pull off the 8, and then 10 B, 8 E, 10 B, 8 E, 10 B. So that part slowly. And then we're just going to play the E string 10, 9, 8, and we do that 5 times. We're just going to do pull-offs there. So we're doing that 5 times. Then we do 2 bends on the 10th fret on the E string. 10, pull off the 8. 10 on the B. 8 on the E. Then do 2 bends on the 10th fret on the B string. 10, pull off the 8 on the B, 9 on the G, back to 8 on the B, and then we're going to do 10, pull off the 8 on the B, 9, pull off the 7 on the G, 7, pull off the 5 on the G, 7, pull off the 5 on the D, so that little part there. Just just going to do this run down to finish it off. 5th fret on the E, on the B string 8-5, on the G string 8-7-5, on the D string 7-6-5, on the A string 7-6-5, and we can finish on the 3 because that gets us ready for the chorus again. Straight into our chorus there. So let me play that solo again up to speed for you so you can hear how that's going to sound. And then from there we have another little fill as well. We're going to play 12 on the G string, slide up to 14, and then play 13 on the E, and then 15 on the B and the E 3 times. So the little part. And then before he goes back into the riff, he plays the 13 on the B and the G. That's just that little fill in there. Then we have the 13s. Then we have the last solo there. Now let's have a look at that. I'll play it for you, then we'll break it down. So we're going to start this with a bend on the 19th fret on the G string, play 17 on the E, and then 20 pull off the 17 on the B. So a pretty common little blues lick, and he does that 10 times. So. And then we're going to do the last bend on the 19, and then we're going to jump to the 17 on the E string, hammer onto 20, pull off the 17, and then on the B string 20, pull off the 17. He does that 14 times, so slowly. Then he finishes that off with a bend on the B string on the 20. Then play 20, 17, 19 on the G, 17 on the B, 20 on the B there. So. Then we're going to come up to the E string 20th fret, bend 2 times. Then just play 20 on the B string, pull off the 17, and 19 on the G. And then 2 bends on the 20 on the B. 20 pull off the 17 on the B. 19 on the G. 2 bends on the 19 on the G. 19 pull off the 17 on the G, 19 on the D, and then go back to the bends on the 20th on the B again. 20 pull off the 17, and then 19 again on the G, and then you can repeat that again from the bends on the 20, so slowly. Go back to the bends again. So let me play that one more time up to speed for you there. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.